What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about both silver and gold, but not so much about the metals themselves, more so about silver and gold stacking supplies. I'm going to be running through absolutely everything that I use when it comes to products and supplies for my coins, rounds, and bars, as well as some products and supplies that I use when it comes to prepping as well. And this video is pretty time sensitive. A lot of what I'm talking about today is only good until midnight tonight. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club, which is where I do giveaways every single month. Join before midnight tonight if you want to get entered. Live streams multiple times a week, deal alerts on silver and gold almost every single day. Tomorrow morning, you're going to be able to watch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday's videos. And then on Saturday morning, I'll be posting a brand new adventure vlog. This one's going to be really interesting. Again, join before midnight tonight if you want to get entered into the giveaway. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your 5 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. Normally it's 2 free stocks. They bumped it up to 5 until midnight tonight. If you refer one friend, they're going to give you 10 free stocks for the referral. That promo ends, once again, midnight tonight. And if you refer 3 friends, they're going to give you a spin on the Webull wheel, which guarantees you a free share of Apple and gives you the chance of winning 2, 3, 5, 7, maybe even 10 free shares of Apple. Once again, that promo ends at midnight. Everything will be linked in the description. So today is Thursday, March 31st, 2022. I'm actually filming this video before the market even opens, so I have no idea what the spot price of silver and gold are going to be by the time this video comes out. So head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. So today, we're going to be talking about a lot of different silver and gold stacking supplies. As you can see, everything on display right here, we have a nice little selection. We have some miscellaneous coins up there at the top, eagles, maples, kangaroos. We have creatures of the north down here. We have some other miscellaneous coins down here at the bottom. We have a tiger, an elephant, a panda. We have a libertad. We have some sunshine rounds and bars over here. Over on the other side, we have some 25th and 30th anniversary maples. We have some other silver bars, we have some fractional gold, and we have some Goldbacks in the bottom corner right there. So what I wanted to do today is run through pretty much every single product that I use, at least for the most part, when it comes to stacking and also when it comes to prepping. We're going to start with the prepping products. I'll run through them really quick, and then we're going to get into the stacking supplies. So the first one that I wanted to talk about is unfortunately too big to fit on screen, but I'll put a picture up, and I've also made videos talking about this and doing full in-depth reviews. But it would be the big Berkey water purification unit. This is something that I got first myself about 3 years ago, and I remember a lot of people called me crazy for spending, at the time, I think it was like $225 on this thing, but it removes the bacteria, it removes the viruses, it removes the germs, it removes the pathogens, it removes the particles of heavy metals such as lead and rust, it removes the traces of pharmaceutical drugs, all from tap water so that it's clean, filtered, purified, drinkable water. And not only does it filter the water, but it purifies the water. There's a big difference, a major distinction between the two. The Berkey offers a couple of different sizes. They offer, I think it's called the Travel Berkey, which is a 1.5 gallon unit. The one that I have, it's pretty much designed for 2 to 4 people, and I drink enough water for 2 to 4 people, and the filters on the inside are good for really 2 to 5 years, depending on how much water you go through. They used to say it's good for 4,000 gallons, but I think a time frame makes a little bit more sense. So the filters on the inside need to be replaced every 2 to 5 years approximately, according to Berkey, and it's incredible. Like I said, far better than simple filtration. This is purification. This is a whole nother level. And we saw what took place in Flint, Michigan, when it comes to their water supply. We saw what happened in Texas just last year, or maybe 2 years ago. There was a brain-eating amoeba in the water. I don't even know how that's even possible. That blows my mind. But either way, water is not something that you want to necessarily rely on anyone or any entity. You want to rely on yourself. And I understood the importance of this, so I went and got myself the big Berkey water purification unit. You don't have to get the one I got. You can even go for a different brand if you want. But if you want to read more about the product that I use, and if you want to read some of the reviews or check out the ratings, you're more than welcome to do so. Amazon affiliate link will be in the description. The next one I wanted to talk about would be the Nesco Food Dehydrator. This is something else that I got for myself probably about 2 or 3 years back, maybe even longer. I don't exactly remember, but I got this thing several years ago, and it has been incredible. Now, the main reason I got this wasn't necessarily for prepping. It was, to be honest with you, just to make mostly fruits last longer. I'm the type of person where the way I grew up, I look back and I remember the way I grew up, and it hurts seeing people throw away food. I hate seeing people throw away food, and it kills me to throw away food. I try my best to never throw away food or never waste food. That's a really important thing for me. So unfortunately, the way fruits and also vegetables work, they don't last very long. Once you buy them from the store, you take them home. What are they good for? A couple of days, maybe a week and a half, depending on what they are. And then they start to go bad. Sometimes you can't even get through them all, and they start to go bad, and you have to throw them out. So I got myself the food dehydrator. I just chop up the fruits, I throw them in there, and it removes about 95% of the water or the moisture that's inside the fruit or inside the vegetable. And funny enough, the water inside and also the oxygen outside are the two components that make the fruits and vegetables go bad in the first place. So if you remove all of the water, and then you can even get potentially vacuum sealable bags so you can remove the air, they'll last you as close to forever as possible. They won't last a week and a half. They'll last months, years, potentially decades, depending on how you store them. So again, if you want to check out the food dehydrator that I have, I fill up a whole bunch of mason jars, and even though I didn't originally do it for prepping purposes, that's kind of what it turned into. So if you're interested in the Nesco food dehydrator, Amazon affiliate link in the description. The next one that I wanted to talk about is kind of 5 products in one, but it's really coming down to the Jackery portable power station. The one that I have is the 500 watt power station. It's called the Jackery Explorer 500. It also comes in 240, which is 240 watts. It also comes in 1000 watts, and there are some other denominations as well, but those are the 3 that I was most familiar with. I chose to go with the 500. I could have definitely gotten away with the 240, but I'm the type of person that says go big or go home, so I went up one notch, and I'm glad that I did. The Jackery 500 has been incredible. I've been using this thing for the last probably 1.5 to 2 years, and to be honest with you, I use it on a nearly daily basis. I know it's a portable power station. It's kind of more so about having access to power just in case the power goes out, so it's a good thing to keep charged up and just stick in the closet. I use it on a daily basis because sometimes I have to move around a little bit for work. I have to go to, different places and whatnot, so I take this thing with me. I always have power. I always have access to charging up. So you can go for the 500 like what I did. You can go for the smaller one, the 240, the 1000, which is bigger. And of course, this thing can be charged in a couple of different ways. You can just plug it into the wall and charge it up that way. That's how I do it for the most part. You can also charge it via the car charger. Or, here's the most interesting one. You can charge it up with the solar panels. Jackery sells those as well. They're called the Jackery Solar Saga 60 watt, and then there's the Solar Saga 100 watt. You just have to figure out which one makes more sense for the power station that you're getting. They have different solar panels for different power stations, but they're all from Jackery, and this is actually something that I don't have. I have the power station, I don't have the solar panels, but I hope to be able to get them this summer, and I'm really looking forward to that. So any Jackery power station or solar panel products, they'll all be linked in the description. You don't have to get the one that I got. You can get a similar one. You can get a completely different brand, but if you want to read more about it or check out the customer reviews, that Amazon affiliate link will be in the description. The next one I wanted to talk about would be the Solo Stove Campfire, which is a portable fire pit and cooking stove. Here's another example of a product that I didn't necessarily get for prepping purposes, but that's kind of what it turned into, and I'm glad that I have it because just in case, it's a great thing to have in my possession. It's something that I can use. It's pretty small. It's about the size of a paint can, so you can just pretty much stick it in a backpack. It doesn't weigh very much. You can carry it around with you. You can stick it in the car. You can really do whatever you want. It's super lightweight. It's pretty small. Again, they come in different sizes as well, so you can go with bigger sizes or smaller sizes. The one that I got is about the size of a paint can, and in the event of any emergency, whether maybe I have to bug out or maybe this is going on, maybe that's going on, I can use this thing to stay warm if it really came down to it. And the best thing about it is you don't have to buy fuel. It's not fueled by anything like that. It's fueled by nature. You just stick a whole bunch of twigs and sticks and branches and dried leaves and wood chips or even paper, cardboard, whatever. You stick all that in there, you light it up, it burns incredibly well. It's incredibly hot, and it has these vent holes on the outside of the bottom as well as the inside at the top, which basically leads to a nearly smokeless fire. That was a huge selling point for me. That's why I got that. But it also has these prongs on the top, so you can stick a pot or a pan on top of it, and you could do some cooking right then and there, or just simply boil water right then and there, which you can use for cooking, you can use for cleaning, you can use for a variety of different things. So I went and got myself the Solo Stove Campfire. If you're interested in reading a little bit more about it or potentially getting one for yourself, Amazon affiliate link in the description. The next I wanted to talk about would be the life straws, which I actually have over here. I have all the products that fit on screen right here next to me. I forgot to get the life straws, but they are right here. If you don't know what the life straws are, they are a portable water filter that you can take with you. This is great for camping or hiking or really anything like that. Obviously something that you're going to want to keep in the bug out bag. You're probably going to want to keep one of these in your car as well. Maybe put one in your everyday carry bag. Just make sure they're accessible, especially outside of your house. If you're at work, if you're driving, the bug out bag, like I said before, you're going to want to keep one of these in there. And it's cool because it removes 99.999999% of bacteria, such as E. coli, kind of like what I was talking about before with my bigger water purification unit. It removes 99.999% of parasites. It removes 99.999% of microplastics, and it's good for about 1,000 gallons. You have any idea how long this will last you? You're probably not even going to use this for a gallon right then and there. I mean, who sits there drinking a full gallon of water? Probably not too many people. So point being is that these last an incredibly long time. They don't last forever, but they last a very, very, very long time, and they work very well. If you want to read more about the Life Straw, or if you want to get some for yourself, the Amazon affiliate link will be in the description. Next up, I want to talk about the Tapirus 3-in-1 Camping Spork. Now, this isn't really too much of a prepping product. It's more of a camping product, regardless of what's going on. But I just figured it was probably a good thing to have. It's this right here. It's quite literally a spork, or a 3-in-1 type of utensil. It's a spoon on this side. It's a fork and a knife. See that right there? It's a knife on this side right here. I just figured it's 2 less things that I have to worry about. I don't have to worry about a spoon, a fork, and a knife. I could just get one of these and have all 3 in one. So what I got was, it was either a 4-pack or a 5-pack. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it also came with a can opener, I believe. So that's really cool. I really only use one of them, but very, very good to have. Very, very practical. If you want to read more about it or get one for yourself, Amazon affiliate link in the description. And now we just have 2 more prepping products, and then we're going to get into the stacking supplies. I'll run through these pretty quick. Next up, we have the waterproof match container. This is a great thing to have because, number one, you can store more than just matches in there, but that is what I use it for. Now, inside the lid, there's a little mirror, which can help you when it comes to starting a fire. On the inside, obviously, you can see the matches, and on the bottom has the flint rod, so you can use that for the matches as well. And what's cool about this is it's the perfect size for these little compressed toilet paper tablets or compressed paper towels, which really only takes a drop of water to be able to unravel. They're pretty rock solid as is, but as soon as they get touched with a little bit of water, you can open them up and it's like this really big paper towel, and it's a very strong paper towel as well. It doesn't rip very easy at all. It's pretty tough. So if you're interested in the waterproof match container, or if you're interested in compressed paper towels or toilet paper tablets, Amazon affiliate links will be in the description. And I know I said 2 more, and I just said 2, but I forgot about the toilet paper tablets. Last one I wanted to talk about when it comes to prepping would be the Running Snail portable hand crank radio. It's fantastic, and not only is it a hand crank radio, so you can charge it up that way, but you can also charge it up with the top right here. See that little solar panel? You can just leave this thing outside. As long as it's a sunny day, this thing will charge up. And not only is this a weather radio, but you can listen to music as well. It's not going to really work all that well indoors, but I'll give it a try. I did a video on this a couple days ago, so some of you have already seen that.
Becoming west to southwest 10 to 20 knots. Seas 3 to 4 feet. Sunday night, northwest winds 15 to 25 knots.
So yeah. So weather radio, you can listen to music, and not only that, it also doubles as a flashlight and a little power bank. You can charge it up this way, and you can also charge your phone. Really convenient, a great thing to have. If you want to read more about it or get one for yourself, the Amazon affiliate link will be in the description. And like I've been saying for the last 2 weeks, all of those Amazon affiliate links will be removed from the description come April, so today is the last day you can use those links. You have until midnight tonight, and then they'll no longer be in the descriptions of my videos. I'm taking them all out. So those are all the prepping products. Again, links will be in the description, but moving away from prepping, let's now talk about the stacking supplies. I actually have more stacking supplies to go through than I do prepping supplies to go through. Some of these, or most of them actually, are pretty self-explanatory, so I don't really need to go into all that much detail, but let's just run into it. First one I wanted to talk about would be Goldback currency sleeves. You can see we have some Goldbacks on display right here. Here's one of them. This is the 10 New Hampshire Goldback note. A beautiful Goldback note, might I add. But these currency sleeves, I got them just to keep them protected, just to keep them from getting all bent up and damaged and whatnot. I just want to keep them in pretty good condition. And when I say currency sleeves, I'm not just referring to Goldbacks. It could be for almost any type of paper currency banknote that you have and you want to keep in good condition. I mean, for example, I have this 10 billion Yugoslavian note. This was sent in as a gift to the channel. This is in a currency sleeve as well. So if you have Goldbacks, or if you have any type of, piece of paper currencies that you just want to prevent from getting all dented up, you should go and get some currency sleeves. Amazon affiliate link in the description. You only have until midnight. Next up, I wanted to briefly talk about the Coin Microscope. I don't really need to talk too much about this because it's pretty self-explanatory, and I just did a whole video talking about the microscope just probably not even a week ago, and I was comparing real coins to fake coins and how you can really zoom in and dial in on the face of the coins and really tell them apart, whether they're real or fake. Some coins, some rounds and bars potentially even, have micro engraving on them as a security feature, and just by looking at it with your eye, can't really see it. But under a microscope, you absolutely can. And you can also examine a coin, a round, or a bar for micro scratches as well. So if you need a microscope, or if you just want to read about the one that I have, Amazon affiliate link in the description. Only have until midnight. Next I wanted to talk about would be coin roll wrappers. This is just basically what you would get at the bank. You know how you can go and get a roll of dimes, or a roll of quarters, or a roll of pennies, or a roll of $50 or nickels? Like what you would have in a cash register? That's basically what they are. And this is basically my new way of storing Washington quarters, because for the longest time, I was just keeping them in plastic bags, but it got to the point where some of the plastic bags were starting to rip, and that's not really how I want to carry them around anyway. The coin rolls, number one, it's a whole lot quieter. They're all packed in together, and they're wrapped up in this pretty thick paper, so they don't make a whole lot of noise if you're walking around with them, and it keeps them a little bit more organized. You know exactly how much is in each roll, so if you're interested in any coin roll wrappers, Amazon affiliate link in the description. Next up, we have a mini lockbox, which is, I would say, the next best thing if you can't afford a safe just yet. Absolutely, if you want to get a safe, I personally believe people that are stacking should have a safe, but if you don't believe in safes for whatever reason, then that's fine, I don't care. Don't get a safe if you don't want one. But if you do want a safe, but you don't have one just yet and you have to save up for one, in the meantime, I would recommend getting some form of a lockbox. It's really designed for just important documents. It's about the size of a shoebox, give or take, and you can lock it shut. And not to say that it's theft proof, like a multiple 100-pound safe that's bolted down to the ground. This is something that doesn't weigh a whole lot. You could just kind of pick it up and go. So I'm not saying for that reason. I'm saying for it being flame resistant or fireproof. It keeps what's inside a whole lot more protected, whether it be special documents or whether it be your silver and gold that you just got started stacking while you're saving up for a proper safe. So if you want to check out the lockbox that I have, or if you want to get it for yourself, Amazon affiliate link in the description. You only have until midnight. Next up, we have what I call Kraken capsules, but it's really just airtight capsules for 2-ounce pieces of silver that have the black gasket ring around them. So this is it right here. Now, unfortunately, depending on where you get them from, they could be a little bit different. Different companies make them. And when I got the Kraken, you can actually tell. It fits in there pretty nice. And then, but it came with the airtight. Then when I got myself the silver werewolf from the same series, I don't know if you can hear that, moves around a little bit more. You can actually see it has a little bit of a gap up there. Not that that matters. It's better to have a little bit of that gap right there than to have a coin that doesn't fit in the airtight to begin with. So if you're interested in 2-ounce airtight capsules with that black ring, that Amazon affiliate link will be in the description. Just make sure the coin that you're putting it in has the proper measurements, because another 2-ounce coin out there would be the Queen's Beast series. They're both 2 ounces, the Queen's Beast and the Creatures of the North, but guess what? A slightly different diameter. One is a little bit wider than the other, so depending on what you're putting in the airtight, you're going to want to make sure it's the right size. So that link will also be in the description. And speaking of airtights, let's also talk about general airtight tubes and capsules. So I have an example right here. This is something that I was using at the very beginning when I first started stacking. I was putting my generic rounds in here for whatever reason. I didn't know any better. I thought that that's just what you were supposed to do. And then when I started stacking Silver Eagles, I was putting them in airtight capsules and tubes as well. I didn't know any better. That was a rookie mistake. You do not need to put your generic rounds or your simple everyday American Silver Eagles in airtight capsules and airtight tubes. These are more so designed for coins with higher premiums or collectible coins, coins that you're going to want to really keep in as pristine condition as possible. So these airtights, it offers double airtight protection if you use the capsules and then you put the capsules inside the tube. So it just keeps them a little bit extra protected. It keeps different things that are in the air from touching the face of the coin. It prevents moisture from touching the face of the coin. I actually did a waterproof test when I first got these back in like 2018. I'm not going to sit here and call them waterproof, even though they seemed to be waterproof, but they're absolutely water resistant. So you don't have to worry about, water damaging your coins. You don't have to worry about different pollutants that are in the air from touching the face of the coin. But again, these are designed for higher premium or collectible coins. So they're not for most coins, rounds, and bars out there, but they definitely come in handy. So if you need any airtights, again, make sure you're getting the right size, but I will leave an Amazon affiliate link in the description. And speaking of storage tubes, we can also talk about generic tubes for generic rounds. This right here, this is what I should have been storing my generic rounds in. These are cheap generic tubes They're not the highest quality, but they're not supposed to be. The lid pops off incredibly easily, especially when you have 20 ounces of silver in there. It makes the entire product pretty heavy. So if you grab it by the lid, it's going to pop right off and your coins are going to go everywhere. So if you're going to use these, make sure you tape them shut. And I would also like to point out that you can get a whole 10 pack of these for I think just like maybe $10 or $12. So it really comes in handy. Amazon affiliate link in the description. Those are for the generic silver rounds. And then of course, when it comes to government minted silver coins, not collectible silver coins necessarily, but your everyday silver eagles or maples or Britannias, the list goes on, you're probably going to want to keep those in mint tubes. So I will leave a link to Silver Eagle mint tubes in the description just in case anybody needs any. This makes a whole lot more sense than to put all the Silver Eagles in airtights because number one, this takes up almost half the amount of space, which is fantastic because I'm able to put almost twice as much silver in the safe just by storing them in these tubes rather than the airtights. And they're pretty good. The lid is not impossible to take off, but it's also not going to pop off accidentally. You're going to have to either use your fingernail or whatever to kind of pop the top off a little bit. It's not going to just come off on its own. You got to have to pop it in there. So if you need any mint tubes for government minted coins, Amazon affiliate link in the description. You only have until midnight tonight. And then, while we're still talking about tubes, let's talk about airtight tubes for fractional gold coins, more specifically 10th ounce gold coins. These little airtights right here. These are incredible. Now, I don't store all of my 10th ounce gold coins in here. I actually have a couple of eagles and maples that I got because the reason I started putting them in airtights in the first place is because I wanted to put one of each type of coin in an airtight. So I have one 10th ounce maple, one 10th ounce eagle, Krugerrand, Philharmonic, Britannia, each in an airtight capsule. But before I was stacking fractional gold, or should I say before I was going after all different coins from all different countries, because that was just a project that I was working on. I called it the International Troy Ounce of Gold, where I would get 10 different 10th ounce gold coins from 10 different countries. I'm still working on that, by the way, but I'm a little bit less focused on that at the moment, and I'm worrying about some smarter coins, rounds, and bars to be stacking at the moment. Premiums are a little bit too high on those coins. But before I was doing that, before I came up with that concept or started working on that project, I was really only stacking 10th ounce eagles and maples. I was going back and forth between the two, eagle, maple. So I have obviously more than one 10th ounce eagle and more than one 10th ounce maple. So those are just still in the little plastic flips that they came in, and that's just how I store them. But if you need any airtight capsules for 10th ounce gold coins, that Amazon affiliate link will be in the description. Comes with a whole stack of those capsules as well as a tube for them to be stored in. Next up, we're going to talk about some anti-tarnish paper, which I have right here. It's made by the company 3M, which is a fantastic company, by the way. I'm a big fan of 3M for a couple of different reasons. But anti-tarnish paper, all it really is, or all it really looks like, are these little little paper pieces, little squares. You can also get longer strips of them as well. I just got the little squares just because I thought they were a little bit more convenient. You just take a few of them, you scatter them around the safe. They don't take up any room at all. They're quite literally just little pieces of paper, but they're interesting pieces of paper, and they're designed to absorb different pollutants that are in the air to prevent them from touching the face of the coin, if you're not going to store them in airtight capsules, that is. But if you use the anti-tarnish paper and airtight capsules, it doubles the protection, which is pretty good. And they're pretty cheap. They're really just a couple of bucks. So what they do is they protect silver, nickel, copper, bronze, brass, gold, and pewter. They're not just used by people that are stacking silver and gold to protect the face of the coins. They're used in, obviously, coin shops. They're used in jewelry stores to protect the jewelry. They're used in antique shops to protect the antiques. And funny enough, they're also used for musical instruments as well. Ones that are made out of brass, that is. So the trumpets, the tubas, the saxophones, stuff like that. Anti-tarnish paper is used to keep musical instruments from tarnishing over an extended period of time. Anti-tarnish paper, link in the description. You only have until midnight tonight. And then we have 2 more products that I wanted to talk about, and then we're going to wrap up this video. First one being coin-proof sets. Now this could mean so many different things. What I have linked is to the quarter, dime, penny, nickel, and I think $50. I think it's one of each. It's just a coin-proof set for each year. Now the only reason that's even there in the first place is because I did a video a really long time ago talking about how I think that that could be a good way of getting somebody into coins by getting them a coin-proof set, potentially of the year that you bought it or potentially their birth year. I think it could make for a really good present if somebody was born in, I don't know, let's just say, 1982 or something like that. So you get them a 1982 coin-proof set with each of the coins from the year that they were born. I don't know. Call me crazy, but I think that would make for a good present. So if you're interested in any coin-proof sets, Amazon affiliate link in the description. And then last but not least, the final product that we're going to be talking about today would be another airtight, but this was one that I don't often show off in my videos. It's an airtight capsule for 1 ounce bars. This is something that you don't really see every day, and that's because most people don't store their 1 ounce bars in airtight capsules. You can, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. Again, airtights are more so for higher premium collectible pieces. So if you have a higher premium collectible 1 ounce silver bar, this could absolutely be a great way to go, but that's not why I got it. And the reason I got it, I don't even use it for that reason anymore, but if we flip it over, check this out. I got the bright idea to get a couple of these airtights and fill them up with little 1 gram gold bars. I just figured, I was like, well, I can easily fit 6 of them in there. So I thought that would be kind of an interesting way of storing the little 1 gram gold bars. Not necessarily for any reason other than just to prevent myself from losing it, because you know how easy it would be to lose that little 1 gram gold bar? That thing is smaller than a fingernail. That thing would be gone in a second if you take your eyes off it for any period of time. You could easily lose one of those. So either keep them in the little plastic flip that they sometimes come in, or I just figured I can get one of these little airtights and fit 6 of them in there. Obviously there's only one. This was my very first piece of gold. Similar to the other airtights, I realized that that's kind of an unnecessary thing to do. It's not a harmful thing to do. There's nothing wrong with keeping generic rounds in airtights or putting little 1 gram gold bars in an airtight. Nothing wrong with doing that. It's just not a necessary thing to do. Amazon affiliate link in the description in case you want to read more about or potentially pick up some little airtights for 1 ounce silver bars. So that right there is where I'm going to end the video. That is every single prepping product that I use, at least for the most part, and every single stacking product that I use, at least for the most part. They're products that I use, they're products that I like, products that I enjoy, products that I stand by. And like I said, I'm removing every single one of those Amazon affiliate links from the description from here on out, starting tomorrow. They will no longer be in the description of my videos. Nobody is allowed to say, oh, I didn't know what you use, or you didn't tell me, because I've been saying for the last 2 weeks that I'm pulling all the links from the descriptions and I will not be including them anymore. So if you want to use them, you have until midnight tonight. Get them while you can. If you guys liked today's video, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for weekly videos. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. We have t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs in a bunch of different designs. A lot of the products are actually raising some funds and awareness for different charity organizations, by the way. DYDSS store will be linked in the description. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club, which is where I do giveaways every single month. Remember, join before midnight tonight if you want to get entered into my April giveaway. Live streams multiple times a week. deal alerts on silver and gold almost every single day. You can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Tomorrow morning, you'll be able to watch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday's videos all early and commercial free. And then on Saturday morning, I'll be posting a brand new adventure vlog. This one's going to be really interesting. You're definitely going to want to watch that. VIP Club link in the description. There are a ton of other perks as well, and I guarantee you the value exceeds the cost. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your 5 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. They bumped it up from 2 free stocks to 5 free stocks until midnight tonight, so capitalize on that while you can. You can fund your account with as little as a penny, and it still counts. You still get the free stocks, and I know that to be true because that's what I did. If you refer one friend to the app, they will give you 10 free stocks for the referral. It's part of their advertising budget. Rather than wasting currency on billboards and TV commercials, they reward the users for helping them build their app with them. That promo ends at midnight tonight. And then, of course, if you refer 3 friends to the app, Webull is going to give you a spin on the Webull wheel, which guarantees you at least 1 free share of Apple, worth about $170 right now, with the possibility of winning 2, 3, 5, 7, maybe even 10 free shares of Apple, each worth about $170 right now. That promo also ends at midnight tonight. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. Time is running out. You only have a couple of hours. And if you don't want the stocks, go and get them anyway. Sell them. Congratulations. Now you have the cash to go get you some silver and gold if you want. Webull link in the description. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know. All the products that I talked about in today's video, last time I'll say this, every single last one of them will be linked in the description, but everything that I talked about today, do you use any of these products? Do you have any of the prepping products or supplies that I used or talked about today? Do you have any of the stacking supplies or products that I talked about today? Anything that comes to the portable power station, the water purification unit, air tights for this, air tights for that, anti-tarnish paper? Do you use any of the products that I use? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.